Hi.
Hi.
Daryl. This is Sarah. No, you know, I was listening to the lyrics of the starting song. It sounded like...
This is an emergency.
Yeah. But first, web comments. That's right. We have received quite a few web comments recently.
Yeah, from just now, all the way from like 3 o'clock.
Because as part of a very truly interactive web TV station.
Yeah, we wanted to bring it up, but we didn't have time just now because we were talking too much. So let's go straight all the way till 3:22, where CS said, I think Daryl is drunk. CS, I think you were right.
No, not true. I'm never drunk.
You went to judge something yesterday. Well, Jelly Beans, Razor TV sounds funky. Hope there'll be more interesting things coming up, like sports. Jelly Beans, you are absolutely in luck because today we will be talking about sports.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I know.
Say it, don't spray it. Yeah, whatever. Okay,
totally
Yaya Papaya said, so far from what I've seen, their content is always new and trendy, and one is blocking me.
Not bad for
an online TV.
The audio has improved a lot compared to last time. Good job. Thank you so much, Yaya Papaya. And honestly, if you watched just now, maybe you might think the audio went a bit off because I was a bit loud, but don't worry,
it's actually
not
because
you,
Sarah,
it's just me being really loud.
Sarah spews when she talks, so the microphone drowns, and then it just stops working because electronics and spit don't go together well. That's right. Okay, also Ranger...
What about Daryl's face and my face? Do they go together well?
Ranger777 says...
Daryl got no childhood.
Okay, this is in reference to me not knowing what chatek.
What chatek? Walao.
What short? Kate. Okay, so kate, yes.
Okay, now Ranger777 also said not only America's Got Talent, Singapore's Got Talent too. She's hot for her age. Guess young boys will be drooling over her. LOL.
That's,
actually, that's quite true.
Referencing to what's the girl's name?
Kimberly.
Yeah, the little dancer.
Yeah, she was 7 when she won Singapore Danceworks 2004, and she's 11 now, but she's still a fantastic dancer in Freaksy Nuts. And she dances by herself as well. And Yaya Papaya also said...
Okay, this is in reference to actually a net noise item where a maid was talking on the phone and neglected her charge.
Yeah,
was eating dirt.
Yeah, which was kind of bad.
Yaya Papaya says recently he has seen quite a few maids using handphone to talk instead of public phones. They are more high-tech now and they can camp anywhere to close chat with their companion maybe. Yeah, but I think probably, I mean...
Do you know what? Like, I actually haven't seen a public phone using coins in a really, really long time.
Do you remember the last time there was this, like...
phone card.
Yeah, phone card. It's like... No, then after that, you know, like pagers, then you have like connect pager where you call and then they'll say, okay, we'll put you through, then somebody will page and then you
you get a message.
Yeah, and then you go and take a phone and they connect. That was so weird. Okay, anyways, we were...
Getting drunk!
No, she was.
No! Well, we're going to... I'm already drunk on life, man. All the time. Woo-hoo!
Okay, yeah. Go. We
are gonna take you to Day Clip. Introducing the clip.
Okay, welcome. Join us. We are now at China One, and we are here with Asian brand ambassador for luxury brand vodka, Belvedere, Mr. Sam Jevons.
People stop to rush by. Uneasy, twisted dance, can't find a drink to live.
Jevons, tell us about yourself, your stellar rise to power.
Well, I think really I've been bartending for 12 years.
I love this record, baby, but I can't see straight anymore. Keep it cold.
But I've been teaching and training and working specifically with Moet Hennessy and Belvedere for the last 2 years in Asia. My job really is to bring the brand to life, bring it to the customers, give them a little bit of education and a lot of entertainment, and try and get them to understand the best ways to drink the vodka. And so, you say it's a stellarized thing. To me, it's just my job, but it just happens to be in the public eye and meeting people and having fun, and it's just a great experience, really.
Okay, so you started in Melbourne, right, as a bartender?
Yeah, that's where I really got into to bartending and bar training. Melbourne actually has quite a good and creative side to bartending, and even now they're still one of the strongest creative cities for cocktails. From Melbourne, moved to London, which is definitely the capital of cocktails, and really sort of learnt my trade, learnt my career there. And that really helped me because I was trained by some of the very, very best. These guys are, hopefully they won't see this, but these guys are slightly older, a little bit, they've been around for the last bartending for 40 so years.
But alcohol keeps you young, right?
Yes, alcohol, formaldehyde, it pickles you. Yeah, so it keeps you fresh, keeps you alert.
Okay.
And really, I'm in Asia just giving back a little bit of what I received, trying to meet some of the young bartenders that are going to be the next generation and the future of bartending, and just trying to give them some advice and help, and just helping them on their way, really.
So now we're talking about Asian market. So how does Belvedere position itself, and what do you think are the prospects, and how are you going to move forward as a brand ambassador for Belvedere?
Well, it's a tricky question because as a brand ambassador in the Asia-Pacific region, there are 10 countries that I work with.
Okay.
And each of these countries are at different levels of appreciation and understanding things like the cocktail market, the spirit market, and things like this. White luxury spirits, are still on the rise. In other markets such as the US and specifically the UK, luxury spirits, they've been there for a long time, and there's nothing new here. But again, I'm to certain markets and to certain people, I'm bringing something absolutely new. There's a lot of local spirits in Asia, bijou of different descriptions, and lots of them are white spirits produced from rice or produced from grain that's grown locally. But nothing is really as smooth as the vodka. And so really, we're competing not only with other global brands, but we're competing with local markets as well. It's a really exciting time for Belvedere because we seem to be doing very, very well. People are responding to us very, very kindly. And it's not just because of our Belvedere Pure, it's also because we have the 2 other flavours as well, which in this heat, in summertime, they're my favourite vodkas by far. And these are the ones that I want to showcase to you a little bit later on.
Okay, so what's the difference between a bartender and a mixologist?
Well, nothing, really.
Spelling?
Yes, spelling, pronunciation.
Okay.
Really, mixologist is a way of defining a sort of genre or maybe a style of bartending. It started to be picked up and used as an expression, as a way of describing certain people. What I think is the major difference is there are so many bars in the world. There are so many bartenders in the world. A mixologist is perhaps a little bit more creative, using fresh ingredients, changing the way cocktails are thought of, and really pushing the envelope, pushing cocktails forward and forward. A I hate to say this, is perhaps the pub, the person that just serves you a drink, not too interactive and things like that. But really, I think it's insecure people that are trying to give themselves a different level. I mean, there are people, friends of mine in the business, that call themselves bar chefs and things like that. It's just that sort of trying to distinguish oneself from the rest of the pack, because the pack in bartending is so huge.
Especially in London, right?
Yes, London is a very, very competitive market. Very, very competitive. But I have to say, it's where all the bartenders that are really, really good and really want to make a name for themselves, they have worked there or they do work there. It's the capital of cocktails. Definitely.
What's the most extreme drink you've came across?
The most extreme drink I've came across. Well, actually, we showcased last night. Actually, we did a Belvedere cocktail dinner at St. Pierre restaurants with famous chef Emmanuel Strubon, who did some amazing dishes. And my job, which was a very big challenge for me actually, was to match the quality of his food with the cocktails and the creativity. And we did some very, very interesting molecular ideas and some very, very cool concepts that came across very, very well last night. So last night was, for Singapore, was a first, and actually maybe a world first as well. I think it was 12 or 13 courses, matched with cocktails of all different descriptions, served in everything from a capsicum to a syringe to all sorts of different weird and wonderful ideas.
Very hedonistic?
Very hedonistic, yeah. But actually everyone behaved themselves very, very well. Yeah, I have to say that. Everyone was very, very restrained, very, 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 very nice. It was good. It was good. But cocktails, the areas in which avant-garde cocktails are really coming to their own are in Melbourne, Sydney and UK. In these areas, and specifically when I say UK, it's like London. London really only. But these areas are the sort of the centres of creativity and are really pushing the envelope everywhere.
Do you think that could happen in Asia anytime soon, like maybe Tokyo or Hong Kong?
Tokyo definitely not. Tokyo it won't happen. Tokyo is old school. The cocktail came to Japan in 1945 and they haven't changed a thing since. They are the absolute best at perfecting the classic cocktail. You will not get a better drink than in Tokyo, but their creativity and changing things, pushing the envelope, is not their forte. But I'm a bit concerned with things like molecular mixology, this new trend, this new fad that's around the world. I'm a bit concerned of Asian bartenders picking it up too soon, because to me that's a little bit running before you can walk.
Okay, tell us a bit about molecular mixology.
Well, molecular mixology is changing the components within the liquid to form something else, and within the customer's mind, changing the perception of what is a cocktail. In many ways,
Sounds like performance art.
it's a little bit performance art, and in that way, it's very, very niche, not very retail. You couldn't do it to a mass audience. It has to be very bespoke and very controlled to be able to do this. But basically, you're taking very, very natural chemicals and turning them into jellies, solids, foams, gases, spherifications, liquids, all sorts of different ways to produce the alcohol in different formats. It's exciting, it's new, but when it's done well, it's perfect.
Okay, what are your favorite mixers? Like, top 3 favorite.
Top 3 favourites. Top 3 favourite cocktails are coincidentally the 3 cocktails that I'll be showing you today.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. Working with Belvedere Vodka, you get to use different ingredients. You get to use different local produce and things like that. But on occasion, I'm asked to create signature cocktails using Belvedere. And on occasion, that is quite tricky because if I travel to one country, they will not have the ingredients. They will not have the same thing. Singapore is a godsend. It's great. Supermarkets, shops, everything. The local produce here is very, very good. So I'm happy to say that I've chosen 3 of what I consider my favourite cocktails, using fresh ingredients, fresh herbs, fresh fruits, and luxury spirits and luxury ingredients to make some 3 very, very good, interesting, quirky, tasty cocktails.
Okay, I'm here with Sam, Sam. And for mixing session, we have our resident non-alcoholic, very pristine and church-going Sarah to come and join us for the session. So, Sarah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sarah. How are you
Are
doing?
you going to convince me that alcohol is good for me?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Without a doubt, yes.
Okay, why do people refer to you as the handsome bartender?
I have no idea. Perhaps because the others are ugly.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering for a split second, what's vodka made out of?
Vodka can be made out of absolutely anything in the world that contains sugars and starch. But the best vodkas in the world are made from grain. And the very best vodka in the world, which is Belvedere, is made from rye grain.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, you got it.
I think she's drunk as well.
If you want to impress the girl though with a drink, what's the first thing that you put inside?
If I wanted to impress someone with a drink...
Besides your phone number?
Yeah, exactly. I would perhaps... It's all about making it personal. Drinks, there are recipes and there are drinks that can be done everywhere, but if you want to really impress someone, just go to you, ask them what they like, try to make something bespoke,
Would you be able to repeat it though?
Yes.
No, that's
It
so
would spring
actually
to mind,
good
yeah.
memory.
So if she came back again to the bar, yes, I'd see her do it, be able to do it. That's the art of a good bartender.
But if you're drunk, you won't remember her face.
Bartenders do not get drunk.